Yo, what's up? What's up? It's your host F Merritt. Pound for Pound Box channel. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, comment below, share, do all of that, man. Just figure I just hit y'all with a little stream this morning. I'm just getting off of work, headed home. But yeah, WBC making a Black Lives Matter. Was it Black? Was it back? Yeah, Black Lives Matter frontline battle belt for the Mike Tyson Roy Jones Jr. fight. Now, this fight's supposed to be taking place in Carson, California, November 28th, if I'm certain. So I mean, hey, listen, the fight's gonna be an exhibition. Doesn't mean anything. Okay, so whoever wins wins, but I don't even think like I don't I don't know if they're even gonna allow knockdowns. These guys are both in their 50s. There was rumor that they were gonna have headgear. Then I heard that they're not gonna be having headgear. All bottom line is these guys are two big names, two of the biggest names that were in the sport of boxing, two legends getting together, good cause, having fun. You know what I'm saying? Trying to put on a show for the people. I do believe it's for charity, and hey, it's a great event. I mean, the buzz just was crazy. Just the fact that Tyson's coming back, Roy Jones is coming back. Like I believe this fight was supposed to happen like in September, but it got pushed back. But I mean, these guys are in their 50s. Like, watch the buzz is gonna be crazy. The pay-per-views are gonna be crazy. The numbers are gonna be crazy. Like, it's supposed to happen in Carson, California. I don't know if it's gonna be indoors, outdoors due to the COVID situation, but it's gonna be a great event. But understand what you're getting, people. It's gonna be two old guys fighting. Like, I don't know. I think Roy knows it's you know just getting there and just work a little bit. I don't know if Tyson knows. I think Tyson go try to get in there and try to knock Roy out. Like, I can see that happening, but honestly, WBC has decided to make a front Black Lives Matter frontline battle belt. I don't know. I mean, what are they making it for both guys? For, like, just for putting on an event? Does WBC have to be involved in every fight? Honestly, we just got this big thing about Floyd Mayweather coming out saying it's too many belts in the sport of boxing. Eddie Hearn says it's too many belts. He agrees with him. He wants one belt per promotion. Dana White's going to be making an announcement soon with, it was Zuffa Boxing. He's got his boxing license. He wants to get in the game. And hey, maybe we'll just have four major boxing networks and promotional companies, and then they all can have their champion, one belt. And you know what? It really kind of makes sense now that I think about it. We can have one sanctioning belt per promotion. IBF can go over here. WBO can go with Bob. WBC can go with Al Heyman. You know what I'm saying? And WBO can go with Eddie Hearn. I mean, was it WBA go with Eddie Hearn? That honestly makes sense because there's too many belts per division. We have interim, like was gold, silver, uh, you know, regulars, super. Like, it's ridiculous. Bottom line is this, man. I'm kind of tired of seeing the WBC and everything. They giving belts out to guys that aren't even champions. And this is what one of my arguments. I had an argument, well, a heated conversation earlier about boxing. We just got too many belts. Everybody with a belt is not necessarily a champion. All the real boxing fans, hardcore boxing fans, they understand what I'm talking about. Did you beat the guy for the belt? Was it a vacant belt? Okay, after you got this vacant belt, what's your body of work? Who did you fight? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just guys get a belt and be like, oh, I'm a world champion. Dude, you're not a world champion. You're not. You're not trying to unify. You're not the man in the division. Like, you're not moving up. Like, you're not doing nothing. You're just sitting there holding the belt and don't even want to take a risk. You're picking and choosing, cherry picking. I ain't got time for that. But bottom line is WBC. I just don't understand. Like, their relationship, in my mind, and for what I've seen, they're not doing right by their black fighters lately. Not saying it's an issue, not saying they're racist or anything like that. You got a nice little track record of just doing the black fighter wrong. Okay, I'm gonna give you a couple examples. Gary Russell. They said they wanted to strip Gary Russell if he is not more active in the future. Gary Russell has had his belt for like what, 5 years now, 4 or 5 years now. He fights his mandatory every year. People ask him, why don't you fight? Fight more often. Well, the guys I want to fight, they don't want to fight me, so I'm just gonna just fulfill my obligations and fight my mandatory. And the WBC is mad about that. It is what it is. We understand the sanctioning body. There comes sanctioning fees with it. Some depending on what the sanctioning body is, 2-3%, something like that. You know what I'm saying? These fighters are having to pay, but for what? What am I paying for? Jamal Charlo. He was interim champion, right? I believe it was it 160 or whatever. And he's waiting on Canelo, waiting on Canelo. They kept telling him, "Oh wait, you're gonna fight Canelo, you're gonna fight Canelo." And then when it came time for him to, actually fight him, they made Canelo a franchise champion and basically devalued Jamal's WBC belt. You know how disrespectful that is. You're telling me to wait and wait, and I'm waiting, and you just here, take your belt. No, you don't get the chance to fight Canelo. You don't get that huge payday. You don't get the opportunity to, even if you win, you don't get the opportunity to hear the new. You know what I'm saying? Like all the hard work on the biggest stage, you don't get that because the WBC wants to just please another fighter. Okay, that's two examples. Devin Haney, Lomachenko gets WBC belt. First of all, he leapfrogs Devin Haney for Luke Campbell and gets that belt. Then it's basically the same situation with Jamal Charlo and Canelo. They literally sent the email to Devin Haney and just said, "Hey, you're the champion now. Here, take your belt. We're gonna give the franchise champion to give him that title, give Lomachenko that title." And once again, it devalues Devin Haney's belt, so he doesn't get the opportunity to fight Lomachenko because the sanctioning body just screwed him over. That's disrespectful. I'm not getting into the Deontay Wilder situation. I know a lot of people are gonna be like, "Oh, you should talk about it." Nah, I'm not getting into that. It's too many. Too much funny stuff. What's her name? Deshaun Cruz with that whole situation with the other Mexican woman that she fought that everybody already kind of knew she was on something, and they were kind of like taking up for her and saying, "Oh no, they're just nah, she's a clean champion," and yeah, she was on some steroids and stuff. But they took forever to give Deshaun Cruz her belt back. Like it's disrespectful whoever tests positive and they got a championship belt, you give the other person back their belt. That's it. That's it. Those are just a couple examples. And it's like I don't want to keep saying this, but if you're the black fighter and you keep getting on the short end of the stick over and over again, you got to look and be like, okay, what's going on here? What's the problem? What's the issue? Why are you guys doing this to us? You start looking around and seeing what everybody has in common. Oh, okay, I see what's going on. It's disrespectful. You're depriving a lot of these fighters of the opportunity to hear in the new, to be on the biggest stage of the world and show their talents. Just because you want to please, another fighter, it's ridiculous. But for them to have a belt in this situation, for what? I hope Mike Tyson and Roy Jones are not going to pay a sanctioning fee to WBC because honestly, we don't. This is a situation where the fight and the fighters are bigger than the belt. We don't need a belt in this situation. The public may need it. The casuals, well, you know what? No, we don't need that. Just a matchup. You get to see Mike Tyson and Roy Jones Jr. fight. Like, come on, we don't need a belt. We're gonna throw a belt in there for what? It's an exhibition. We know this don't count. You throw a belt in there now, it's like, okay, well, are they gonna the winner, whoever the winner is, are they gonna defend this belt? Is this gonna be the type of belt that's on the line every time we have an exhibition? You know, they had a YouTube belt. What was it? Uh, Paul J was I don't think it was Logan Paul and KSI. Come on, bro. Come on. It's ridiculous. They giving out belts like hotcakes, man. They throwing belts out like morning newspaper on the front lawn. WBC, is it just like you guys need attention? You want to be, you know, all in the videos. You want to just be there. You want to be on the scene. You want to be in everybody's picture. You want here, take a picture with this. We're gonna charge you 2-3% for what? Not paying you. Why would I want to pay you? Certain superstars, A-level elite fighters, so it becomes a certain time in your career where you are just bigger than the belt. Sometimes you just don't need a sanctioning body trying to take your 2-3% off of your pay and then trying to tell you what to do because you're at a certain status within the game. You feel me? We don't need this belt. I don't like this belt. I don't need this in this situation. I'm excited for the exhibition. It's a great opportunity. But what we don't need is some type of corruption, some type of sanctioning body just coming in there trying to get a little piece of the pie. For what? For what? The belt looks cool. I don't have a problem with how it looks. It's cool. But why? You guys just want attention. And the sad part is I could see if it was coming from a great place. I don't even think this is authentic trying to give the Black Lives Matter, situation. I'm not trying to go all into that. It's just like, dude, how can you say Black Lives Matter when you kind of treating black fighters a certain way? I'm not gonna say you're treating us bad or treating us good. I'm just saying you got a nice little trend of, you know, kind of messing over certain fighters. That's all I'm gonna say about it. That's all I'm gonna say about it. I don't like it. I really don't. Frontline battle belt. Come on, man. Frontline battle belt. My God, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. WBC always got to be there. And the sad part is, like I was saying earlier with Floyd, Eddie Hearn saying there's too many belts. They want to make another division. So, like I said, when you got a sanctioning body, you got a belt, you got to pay a certain percentage of sanctioning fees. So you trying to come up, we got it. Like I said, we have enough belts in boxing. You come up with another weight class. I think they call it like junior heavyweight or something. You know what I'm saying? Like what in between cruiserweight and heavyweight, they put another weight class there. I hope all the other sanctioning bodies do not do it. I hope they don't. I hope the IBF, WBA, WBO, I hope they don't sign on with that and want to be a part of that. I hope they don't recognize the franchise situation that they got going on with WBC because they making stuff more difficult. Everybody don't need a belt. We really don't. They basically taking all the fighters, taking them to Walmart, get a black card, everybody go in there and go buy yourself a belt. Because that's how we giving them out. All right. We're gonna serve a breakfast buffet of belts. Get all you can eat, baby. Go ahead and get it. You want a belt? Who want a belt? We giving them out. We giving out belts like was it the t-shirt cannon it like a football or basketball game in an arena. We shooting them out to the crowd. Here, take it. That's what we're talking about. I don't every time I see a fight, I don't need a WBC involved, especially when it's not a title fight. Y'all making it a title fight. To please who? Because you're making it more difficult for everybody. The casuals, hardcores, you're making it difficult for everybody. You're making everything worse. I'm not going to sit here and just dwell on this all day. Bottom line is, be on the lookout. Mike Tyson, Roy Jones Jr., November 28th, Carson, California, pay-per-view. That's it. They're going to do the exhibition, man. I'm looking forward to it. I want to see how both guys look. WBC has made the Black Lives Matter. Was it frontline battle belt? Whatever. You know what I'm saying? I guess whatever. I guess they trying to just come out and get some attention, like I said. Anyway, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, comment below, share, do all of that. If you want to donate, everything will be in a link, you know what I'm saying, in the description. Check that out. Cash App, PayPal, this, that, and the third. It's your boy F Merritt, Pound for Pound Boxing Channel. I am out.